Hello, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you for joining me if you are here. We are at the Nurburgring this time. We have a 2-lap race around the full endurance circuit, and we are starting this race in 9th place, and we're going to see how we fare in this one now. So the last couple of days we've been giving it a go all through the week, but these are the best races I think I've had. These are the only 2 that's in this video. It is quite a long video, so if you guys can stay for it, it'll be absolutely great. The next race is even better, but this one is also pretty good as well. So heading down to the first corner here now, hard on the brakes, down to second, round this first corner here. The Porsche there, just bumping us a bit wide, but that's going to happen in this corner. 2 Porsches, and now we are stuck down in 11th when we started in 9th. But not to worry though, it is quite a long race, and as we know, anything can actually happen in racing. Now we're in 10th place here, sat behind 2 Porsches with a Mercedes sat behind us, and we are trying to grab a bit that slipstream, bit that toe, down into the long hairpin, and back up. We're in 3rd gear here, 4th, 5th, working our way up through the gears here, staying in the toe, trying to keep with them, lift off the throttle here a little bit, keeping it tidy. Even we are still on cold tyres there. I'll just come over the gantry there, onto the brakes there, just after the gantry, down 2nd gear. Missed the apex just a bit there, by quite a lot actually. And what I usually do, I keep it in 2nd gear to come back around there. The Porsches are catching up to me, but it keeps my car tidy, keeps it spinning out with the cold tyres there. Now we're going to fast forward the race a bit here, and we're onto the Nordschleife now, and everybody's starting to get packed up pretty tight. We're still in 10th, we've got the German behind us, right on our tail there, in the 11th place, and we've got a Spaniard in front of us in the Porsche as well. Heading up to this fast, sweeping right-hand corner. Definitely going to see a few people been off here. I nearly did. Managed to keep it. We lose 10th place just about there, but we're still on the throttle, flat out 6th gear, keeping in the toe all the way this Porsche to another fast left-hand corner here. You can even call it a corner, just a little crest. Onto the brakes after the curb ends, down to 2nd gear there. Start building up them revs into 3rd, and off we go again. Still behind the Porsche, sat in 10th, another Porsche stuck behind us, but it's okay. We're making good progress, it's decent, it's 2 laps, it's a big track, and into 4th on the corner, down to 3rd, trying to keep it tight with the cold tyres, and we lose 10th place there, but it's nothing to worry about. As you can see here, we're jumping back into some carnage. 2 or 3 cars are out there. I'm up into 7th, the Merc is up into 8th, we're behind the German and the Spaniard in the Porsches in front of us, and we're just trying to keep with them, keep within that slipstream range until, oh, there's one Porsche off, until we can get to a nice big long straight where the power of the Supra comes into its own, which it has the best straight line speed out of any car I think in this group. It's absolutely ruthless. Now we're going to 3rd gear around this corner, and still just keeping up. There's another Porsche gone off there. Now we're up to 5th place, we're in the top 5, which is always good for your driver racing, and now we're still on the Spaniard. We're here now, you can see me in his slipstream. Like I said, wait until we get into a straight, round the outside there. We are up into 4th place, great racing there by both of us, tidy, and that's the thing with these lobbies. In this lobby, I've built up the driver rating and sportsmanship rating, and you know what, I'm getting much better races in the lobbies. You get 1 or 2 people that do bump you, but I don't think that they try to do that. So yeah, we're in the B and S lobby, so it's pretty good racing there, to be honest with you. Some quick races as well. So we are heading up now to the first carousel. You can see us here, drop in, down to 3rd, bang, drop it in. Round we go, not very good on that time, but kept it tidy, as long as I don't lose much time. 2 Porsches behind me, and we have 2 Porsches in front as well, I think. Yes, we do, 2 Porsches in front. Now, we are heading into the last part of the Nurburgring, of the Nordschleife now. And we're just going to fast forward it a bit here, and we're back onto the GP circuit. You can see there from the bump I got from the German there in the Porsche, I was up into third. I'm now back down into fourth. We are on the GP track, and we are heading down for the long hairpin, the long right-hander, and some onboard footage here. And we are stuck by this Porsche here, and we have second place in front of him there in the blue Porsche. So it's Porsche versus Supra. Should be a good race. Now, we did get bumped a bit by him, but I don't think he really tried to do that. We're hitting the apex good there. He's off a bit wide there, getting his tyres dirty. I'm keeping it in second gear here to get that rotation, and you see the car just slide out a tiny bit there. Through the gears now, trying to keep with him, but the Supra will keep with these Porsches on the straight. As long as you keep them in your eyesight, you're okay. You can sort of see first is there as well. Down to third, through the little chicane, down to second here. Keep it tight, onto the Nordschleife. Bang, hit the gas. Just keep it in second, round here again, and we're off again. You can see that little bit of snap oversteer I got there. Third, fourth, keep it in fourth. Nice, and just lift off the throttle there a bit. Keep it like that. Back down to third gear for here. Maybe down to second. Keep the car tight so it doesn't run wide. And as you can tell maybe on the screen, the rear end of this car is quite happy. It does get, there again, it does get a bit tail happy. But I do like my driving style to be a bit like that. It's not too bad, especially on a track like the Nurburgring. Now you're going to see what happens when people don't give each other enough space. See the two Porsches there in front of me? See you later. Off he goes. It was always bound to happen. It was bound to happen. You could not escape that fact. That was bound to happen. We're just going to fast forward it a bit here for you, because there's nothing too much happening there in that section. So we're still on each other all the way through. And here we are now, third and second. We are the second place just goes off a bit, gets a bit untidy there. We are at this part here now. We are just into the Nordschleife. We're on the first really part of it, and we get second place there. The Supra and the Porsche heading down together now. He's very aggressive trying to get around, but we keep it tidy, we keep it nice. Trying not to make too many mistakes here, but it can happen at any time to anybody, as we know. And there we go, taking that corner nicely there, trying to keep it tidy. The Porsche is on us, but we try not to push too much. Just need to keep that gap and keep this. Oh well, yeah, and that's what happens. Slide off, hit the wall. Porsche is back through. We have dirty tyres. We are back down to third. Fast forward the race a little bit. We're back onto the Porsche here in his slipstream. Going to try round the outside here. We've made it stick, as you can see there. The Porsche is behind us now. We made that stick. The Frenchman couldn't hold it. We're up into fifth gear here. We're just going to let off the throttle a tiny bit on that corner there. But fast forward it a bit now, because this can be a bit of a long race, and I don't want to keep you guys too long on some boring footage. But here we've got the battle for second now. We've got two Porsches and we've got the Supra. As you can tell, the two Porsches are really fighting. Oh well, there's one gone. We're back down to one Porsche behind me now, as they're both fighting each other. So the German is, I think he was closing down on me a bit. I see the Porsche has a bit some better rear end grip, as obviously the engine is rear mounted. The Supra I see is a very quick car. Can be a bit unpredictable when the tyres start to go, but it's nothing too bad. Very quick car, and we're headed down here off the jump, bang down into third gear, round there. The Porsche on us, not letting us out of his sight at all. And now this, we get a little bit of lift off there, so does the Porsche, and we're heading down here flat out. Now we come to the end of that straight, the big long home straight. As you can see here, the Porsche is right on us in our slipstream. What is going to happen? This is the battle for second place here at the Nurburgring. It's been a really good race. full of little battles. Down to second here, the Porsche gets really close up to us here. But no, we can hold it ourselves. We're up into third, up into fourth, and we are up into second place of this race. And it was bloody brilliant, I think. And now this is the second race of this video. A much better race, if I think so myself. We're going to be starting in 8th place. Same car again, the GR Supra, which I've really grown to like. It's a great car, great control, great handling, especially great for this track, in my own opinion. It's between this and the Porsche for myself, but this Supra is really good, all well-round, balanced, great car. Now we're going to head down to the first corner here, down second, and we're just going to go nice and slowly, and we take 2 there on the exit of that second corner, and we're up into 8th place there. Lovely move, if I don't mind saying so myself. Now keep it in 3rd gear here. We're following the Ferrari, and we have a Dodge Viper in front of him as well, and we also have the Renault RS1, I think that is in front of the Viper. Foggy day here on this race in Nurburgring. Not as bright as the last one, so it could indicate some rain there, some excitement. And you can see there the car just getting a bit squirrely, as the tyres, like I said, are cold. When the tyres are cold in this car, well, any of the cars, very tail happy. So we're just trying to keep it tidy, keep within the draft of these cars in front of us so we don't lose them. We're going down to 2nd gear, get into that apex there. Again, keep it to 2nd, around the apex. Hit the accelerator there, and up to the gears, keep within the toe of the car in front, to stick with them. Now you can see that I break out the toe a bit. I don't like to be into the toe too much into the chicane. I'm going to drop it down to 3rd, just like to keep it tidy, play it safe. So we are going to drop it to 2nd gear here, to run onto the North Schleifer here now. We are behind Jumping B, one of the Subarus is off into the wall. We're up into 7th place. Just fast forwarding a tiny bit here. Just get to some exciting parts of this race. We are following the Dodge Viper. Round us fast right-hander. You see there the Ferrari is off. See you later. Obviously something happened with the Viper there. We're not too sure what happened there. We're closing on the Renault and the Porsche here now. Just coming over this crest. Just over the crest, left-hander, lift off the throttle a tiny bit, bang, hit the brakes hard there, down to 2nd gear as that curb ends there on the left-hand side, and start feeding the power through, up into 3rd, up into 4th, and we are going down now on that straight. We're going to fast forward it a tiny bit for you guys here. We're in 5th place, we are still behind the Renault, and he gets a bit out of line here, the Renault there, he's in 4th. It gets a bit sketchy, and we're going to capitalise on that now with the pure raw power of the GR Supra. Absolutely excellent car. I love it. I've absolutely loved it on this track. Round the outside now, trying to make it stick, but the Renault makes it stick for himself there. The German, we try and undercut him there. Try and get him come into this corner here on the outside. Not going to work. We're going to switch onto the inside. We're going to stay behind him here now. Just stay behind him, wait for that chance. We're going to wait for that chance here now. And there the opening is, and we go for it. We go for it there, 4th gear, down the gears into 2nd, hard on the brakes, and we make that overtake stick there. And if I say so myself, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed that. And we're up through the gears again, and away we go in 4th place. Around this corner here now, which can be a bit bumpy. I'm not really keen on that corner, but as you can see here now, we're sliding wide on the carousel here. We're fast forwarding a bit through this race, and you can see on the screen what it's about. It's about the rain, hard tyres in the rain on the Nurburgring. It's going to get messy, and this is what happened. So the Renault first is off, slam into the wall, see you later. We have cranked the traction control up, try and stay on track. It does help, but not that much if you're on slicks. Now We're in 4th place, chasing after 3rd, and let's see what happens here. Around these tricky corners here, not, oh, and there we go. 3rd place in the Audi is gone. See you later. So we take 3rd place off him. The Porsche 2nd place is gone. So we are now going to take 2nd. Well, no, we're not. We go into the wall with him. We follow him there. 3rd, the Red Bull Supra. He did start in 1st. That's such a quick driver as well. And he's right back on, you can tell. So now we have 1st place now, running in 1st in the wet. Traction control is on. Not sure about anybody else, but mine is on, and it's on. I think I've cranked up to 3 or 4, to be honest with you. And still we are running wide. You can see me here now. Come around this bend, we're just running wide again there. The car just spinning and twitching under all this water, the surface water on the road. It was absolutely drenched, but I really did enjoy it. It was fun. It was really fun. Everybody kept their cool. Nobody went absolutely crazy shoving everybody off. Everybody kept cool, and this rain bunched all the cars back together and made out for even better race, to be completely honest with you all. I thought it was epic. I loved this. Is the best race I think I've had ever on Gran Turismo. So much concentration to try and keep with this rain. You know, your slicks, you don't lose 1st place. You want to win your 1st race there at the Nurburgring in the GT3 class. And you know, it's so exciting. It's absolutely brilliant. I really do like it. It's a really, really good track. And you know what, the race is really good too. As you can see there, just sliding out, hit the barrier there. And because this is Gran Turismo, we all know what's going to happen for sliding off the road in the wet. So we're going to get a penalty. Of course we are. That's Gran Turismo logic for you. But one of the many things that is broken with the game, which is the penalty system. But I can live with it. We're all in close enough gap together that I can actually live with that. Now moving the video along a bit, we're on the home straight here, as you can see, and we all have penalties except for Dutchy in the Ferrari. He's through. Martinez in the Supra, he has a penalty. I had a penalty of 0.5 seconds. The Renault RS01 is back through again, and this is the absolute carnage that happens when you go off the dry line. And see you later, Mr. Ferrari. He is gone. I'm also gone onto the grass. The Renault is gone, spins out, and I'm still in 1st with some dirty tyres, but we managed to avoid that carnage there, which I will happily take. Now making our way around here now, gingerly making our way around. 4 of us Supras together here. No, sorry, 3 Supras and an R8. And you'll see what actually happens here now as well. You can see we're all twitching away there. You can see I'm just, look at the way we're just trying to keep the car straight. And watch what happens to the Audi now. He'll just aquaplane. And, oh no, I nearly do. But the Supra, the Ferrari is off. See you later, he aquaplaned. The Audi is off in front of us. He's aquaplaning. Dave is gone in the Supra. And I slowed down to a very, very slow pace here. Very, very slow. Trying to get the car turned. Trying not to spin out and lose my 1st place. And we do manage to get away. And we're short shifting our way through the gears here. You can see the car still twitching, but the sun is out. So that is going to dry up the track a bit. But we do not know how long that is going to take. Usually it takes until halfway through that lap for you to start noticing a nice dry line. Now, we have the Porsche behind us there. We are still going nice and tidy. We're still sliding out a tiny bit there, missing apex by miles. People are off everywhere in the background. It is see you later to some, and their races are being ruined. But you can see that we are twitching away everywhere. And now I'm a bit late on the brakes here. You can see, and see you later. Martinez comes through, bang, hits me in the back as well. Now we're back on the track. Me and Martinez, 1st and 2nd, but he goes off. Not patient enough just to keep, you know, nice and tidy. He wants to get out in front. Very quick racer. The Ferrari's gone, the BM is gone. The 2 Porsches are gone. See you later. It's absolutely crazy what was happening in this race. Absolute carnage going on. It was funny to watch behind. And there's another Porsche gone as well. And I seem to be the only one really that can keep on the track at this point. but my traction control is cranked up to 4 at least here. I know it is. You can see how slow I am getting away compared to some of the others, but it is keeping my car on the track. And Martinez has gone again behind us. He's pirouettes off into the distance there. Great to see sometimes, absolutely great to see. But you can see now that the Ferrari's right up onto me. We drop it down, 3rd gear, maybe even 2nd, trying to get through the chicane here. Trying to keep it tidy, don't want to be spinning out on that AstroTurf. 2nd gear again, we're round. Dave goes off in the Supra again. The Ferrari, Dutchy is still with us. Perez is still in 3rd in the Audi, I think. And we're just going to gingerly make our way. No, Perez is in the Porsche. Gingerly make our way around at these corners here now. And look, the Ferrari aquaplanes again, goes off track. So do I, off track. Get a bump from behind there. Messy that one was. We now drop to 3rd, to 4th. We have the Audi behind us. We also have damage. We're down into 5th place now, which is not good. It wasn't looking good at this point until I started seeing people going off everywhere again. And now Martinez comes through, bashes the Porsche, the BM, he's gone. Absolutely crazy people in this race here. We're going to drop it down 2nd, 1st, we're on the brakes. We might go a bit too slow here. The Scooby goes through us. The BRZ GT300 goes through us there. But it's okay. We're still in the top 5. That's all I need for my driving rating. Is a top 5 finish really. Started in 8th, we're up into 5th. But it'd be much better, obviously, to win the whole thing. Or even come on the podium. 4th place. We've taken it back. We're now just, the track is starting to dry out a bit, but it's still very damp as well. So we've dropped the traction control down to I think 2 by this point of the race. And we've all bunched together very nicely, to be completely honest. And it's turned out to be a really good race. You can see us all there now, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The top 10, there's not much splitting the top 10 here. And this is how a Gran Turismo race should be. Nice, clean, tidy racing, everybody close together. And it's going really well for some. As you can see there, the Porsche's off there again. And we make up into 2nd. Through the carnage of that was the Porsche going off. We have Dave in 1st, Lewis in 2nd. We're like a team there with the same livery on our Supras. The Porsche's off again there. Takes out Martinez in the Red Bull Supra. Dave runs a bit wide, goes onto the grass there, and we have 1st place back again. As I say, I like just sitting behind people and being patient. Sometimes it is the best way to go, because you see people make mistakes. Short shifting up into 3rd there, 4th. The Viper right on us here, trying to look for the move, but he doesn't want to risk it. Nobody's wanted to risk too much now in this race. Oh, and the Viper does. So do I. I run wide into the wall. But we're still going, still in 1st place. A bit of damage on that front driver's side wheel. Dave is behind us. Perez is behind us in the Porsche with a 4-second penalty. And now we're going to take an on-board look at how close they actually are to the bumper cam behind us. And we'd say they're in slipstream range, definitely. Down the gears here, still a bit damp, into 2nd gear. The curbs are still wet, so we can still kick you off there. And being underneath these trees here, this section of the track where there's a lot of shade, we know that where there's shade, it means that it can be damp as well. So we're just going to try and race our own race here. Dave is closing in behind us there with the Supra, as you can see. The German, David, is right behind us. We're keeping it in 1st, trying to win off that pressure, not look behind too much. I've learned, if you look behind all the time, you get nervous. They're all fighting among themselves there. So we're just going to keep the pace, keep on going nicely, and we're going to see how this race actually does turn out in a bit. You can see people there catch up with me there. We're going to fast forward a tiny bit here. The sun is out. It's starting to dry up the track. We are heading for the 1st cloud cell here. 1st and 2nd the Supras, 3rd the Supras as well. And then comes the Porsches. One of the Supras go off there, Dave, into the wall. And we have Martinez onto us. And he's a very quick racer, this guy is. We're coming into the last sector of this track now. I like to call it the last sort of big technical sector. It starts to get much more technical here, more corners. You can see there where the dry line is, just trying to stay on it. Martinez has a 4-second penalty behind us, and Perez has another 4-second penalty. So our main rival here is 4th place Chris in the Porsche. So my job now is just not to get any penalties, no dirty racing runner. We're jumping down there, down to 3rd, round this fast corner, trying to keep it as quick as we can, because I know that the edges of the track are wet. And you can see Martinez is all over the back of us, trying to make his way around. You can see the spray come up off the curbs. And as I come down to this corner here now, I like to let off the throttle a bit to keep it nice and tidy. He bumps me, nearly sends me off, but I still manage to keep it. I go a bit wide here because of his bumping. Now Martinez has 1st place, goes into the carousel there, into 1st, but he does have a 4-second penalty, so it doesn't bother me all that much, to be completely honest. So I stay in a slipstream. I know I've got it here because the person behind me also has a 4-second penalty, so I know for a fact I have the win here. I have the win if I can keep it nice and tidy, come into the last sector before going onto the GP track. There we are, flying through Martinez. See you later, mate. Now, coming out from that straight, you can see the Porsche and the Viper fighting together for 2nd and 3rd. So that has given me a bit of space for myself. And this is how the race ends, guys. 1st place, I really enjoyed it. Best race I've had. Please leave a like and subscribe on my page. It really helps. Try and get these videos out a bit more. And there'll be more videos coming over the next week. Thank you, guys.